think about the way she always took her medicine, doing whatever she was supposed to do. Everybody could do more, you know. Bobby, Dirk, Dennis, Bob, everybody could do a little more. Say again? Who? Oh, man. Yeah, he just gotta make her understand, you know, that's his mom. Just like she love her mom, but he love his mom. Say that again? Oh, yeah.